Several people I spoke to today say that right now there are more questions than answers when it comes to this new executive order. And the big thing that people need to know is that right now none of this is a done deal, and people likely won't see those benefits for a while.
We've been looking at this program fairly extensively since the Saturday signing.
The New Mexico Department of Workforce Solutions Cabinet Secretary says they're waiting for guidance on how President Trump's unemployment benefits are going to work for families.
We really need to hear back from the Department of Labor what the specific criteria would be for that kind of program. Second, we would need to know how much money overall is available, how much would be allocated per state, and how long it would last for.
On Saturday, President Trump signed a memorandum that would provide an additional $400 per week in unemployment benefits to those who aren't working because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But there's a catch. States would be required to pay 25% of the costs.
Before this program could be implemented, the governor would essentially have to sign off on it, and they'd have to find funds. The federal government is saying the state could use some of its Corona Relief Fund monies. The state's already using a lot of that money to fill the budget gap for next year.
While Congress controls federal spending, the question on whether the president can constitutionally do this remains.
Democratic leaders in Congress say that this is essentially unconstitutional, whereas the president's lawyers are saying he does have the authority to fund this program.
The Secretary of Workforce Solutions says that they're open to any program that's going to help families during this time, but they would prefer a program that's fully funded by Congress and not one that burdens our states. Reporting in Albuquerque, Marissa Armas, KOAT Action 7 News.
The Department of Workforce Solutions says that people don't need to contact the office regarding the president's executive order. Officials will announce more information as it becomes available.